I'm Jennifer Torres, licensed mental health therapist and owner of Commit to Wellness.
Hello, I'm RJ Byrd-Cordova, registered mental health counselor intern, and I'm a therapist here at Commit to Wellness.
And we want to talk to you today about some of the difficulties that couples might be experiencing with the quarantine and the coronavirus situation. Being home all the time with your significant other might be a big shift and change for you guys, and it might be highlighting some issues. Maybe there were some things that you were not sharing just because, maybe you spent some time shopping or playing video games while they were at the gym or doing something else, and now that they're home all the time, it's kind of bringing that to the front, and maybe there's an issue, maybe there's some conflict with that, or maybe you are building up some resentments about not being able to do some of those things anymore. So it's really important, if any of those things are arising for you, to have good communication skills and good communication with one another.
Absolutely, I would agree. I've been noticing a lot for myself personally, loved ones, family members, clients that I've spoken to. I've been sharing a lot of challenges that they've been facing in dealing with their partners in terms of having so much time at home, having that time that they were used to spend, out in the workforce and not necessarily up under each other's skin perhaps, and especially with children being at home away from school. And I think it's causing each of us to really realize what's most important in those times, to be more understanding and really empathetic towards each other, for the simple fact that we don't have that time and we're all trying to make these adjustments. And in addition, I think it's important to make sure we're being patient and really understanding of each other and being willing to hear each other. Maybe we need some more boundaries, even if we have a small space. Sometimes tabling discussions, if sometimes it seems that it's too insistent that we just got to talk about it right now, and not right now may not be the right time, and just being willing to hear that other person out and making sure that we're really trying to be sensitive to how each other feel. It's a very difficult time for everybody, and there's no need to make a situation that's already challenging any worse than it is.
I would add to that, being able to validate your partner, I think, is important. And the validation is just the acknowledgement of their experience. You don't have to agree with it, but just if they tell you that they're hurt, before you start defending yourself, it's important to validate their hurt feelings. So I hear that that I hurt your feelings, and then you can explain yourself. And that one sentence sometimes can make a big difference. The other factor, let's say you are working on your communication skills and you're really trying to go ahead and take advantage of this time that you have together to work through some of the unresolved issues that you guys have had for maybe years, who knows, and one of you is not willing, and that is called stonewalling. So stonewalling is basically when one partner is absolutely against communicating about an issue, just won't even go there. So if that happens, most of the time we would suggest couples counseling, but sometimes maybe this is not the time financially, or for whatever reason, it's just not the time. So if you can't address that right now, my suggestion to you, I've actually experienced this myself, is to just step away. I know it can be really hard, and it can feel really hurtful that your partner is not responding to you, but you're really not going to get anywhere if you continue to dig and dig and dig. So the best thing to do is just go do something else. Focus on yourself. Maybe go read a book. Do something that you like, that you enjoy, and just give them their space. And that, for right now, for these times, that might be the best thing that you can do.
I agree. I think space is going to be very important, especially given the fact that many of us are being in such close quarters for such a long period of time. And it really makes me think about personal wellness, and part of that is going to be able to have that balance with each other, and most important, internally, and making sure that we're communicating that effectively with whoever it is that we may be having some of those challenging issues with, so that way we're minimizing the risk of having further complications as we are in this uncertain time and don't know how long this will last.
And lastly, boundaries are really important, and maybe you're used to having a certain amount of time away. So that was never really an issue and never something that had to actually be established and addressed. But now, your dynamics as a couple have completely shifted. Maybe you're working from home or you're just home. So it is okay to establish boundaries of like, okay, 2 hours a day I'm going to spend in the room by myself, just having some alone time. And that is okay, and it's healthy to ask your partner to respect that that's what you need to take care of yourself. The last thing is that, us as mental health providers, we are deemed essential. So even under quarantine, we are available to you. We are available via FaceTime, and we are available here in person, at least us personally. So if that, we want you to be safe. So if it gets to maybe a somewhat dangerous situation, or it's just a place where you really, really do need professional help, we are here for you.
Absolutely.
And that's it. Have a good night.